A young man was sitting in the yard of an old man, accusing his father of partiality. After listening to the discussion of the surrounding villagers, I realized that the unfilial son made trouble. Suddenly, a goshawk swooped down from the sky and grabbed the man's arm with its sharp claws. Immediately, several bloodstains appeared. The goshawk was about to attack him again. The man didn't dare to stay any longer, so he fled in a hurry. The onlookers were frightened by the ferocious goshawk. When they were about to run away, the goshawk obediently landed beside the old man. It looks very well behaved. This makes everyone wonder why they are so close and what happened. This old man from Inner Mongolia is surnamed Zhang. He has a son and a daughter. His wife died in childbirth while giving birth to his daughter. Zhang raised his children alone. He felt sorry for the children's lack of maternal love since they were young, so he spoiled them. It actually planted seeds of a disaster. Zhang named his son Zhangbo because he expected his son to be knowledgeable. But his son dropped out of school after finishing junior high school and refused to go to school. His son went on a hunger strike at home. Zhang had no choice but to agree. Although Zhang's daughter was also spoiled, she was very obedient and sensible. Her grades were excellent. His daughter was successfully admitted to college. After dropping out of school, Zhangbo had nothing to do. He occasionally stole money to go online. When his sister was admitted to the university, Zhangbo proposed to go out to work in another city. Zhang was very pleased that his son finally wanted to find a job. He gave his two children a sum of money each and sent them to the bus to the city. One day, Zhang went out for a walk. He heard a dog barking in the distance. Out of curiosity, he stepped forward. It turned out that two big dogs were teasing a big bird. The bird was gray, brown feathers, a beak like a hook, and a pair of sharp claws. It's obviously a goshawk. While barking wildly, two dogs hurt the goshawk with their claws. The goshawk dodged. After seeing this, Zhang thought suspiciously, "Why is this overlord of the sky bullied by two dogs?" Suddenly, Zhang found the cause. The goshawk flapped vigorously with one wing, but the other didn't lift up. Maybe its wings were injured. Zhang couldn't help sighing. The tiger falls in the sun and is bullied by the dog. Then he picked up a long stick and tried to drive away the two dogs. When two dogs saw someone holding a stick, they ran away in a hurry, then turned their heads and barked. When seeing this, Zhang raised his stick to frighten them. The two dogs got scared and ran away. After they left, Zhang looked at the bullied goshawk. The goshawk jumped on the ground pitifully. It wanted to escape when Zhang stepped forward, but its wings were injured. Zhang laughed and threw the stick in his hand aside. He opened his hands to show that he had no intention of hurting it. We don't know if the goshawk understood it, but it slowly stopped hopping and stared at Zhang with alert, round eyes. Zhang slowly approached the goshawk and then swooped it into his arms while it was off guard. Fearing that it would scratch him, Zhang held it firmly by its legs. The goshawk was struggling violently. Then it gave up after finding that it couldn't escape. When villagers saw Zhang holding such a big bird, they all asked him, "Where did you catch such a big bird?" Zhang laughed and didn't respond. After returning home, Zhang put the goshawk on the table in the house. In order to prevent it from running around, he closed the windows and doors tightly. Unexpectedly, the goshawk stood obediently on the table without moving, allowing Zhang to check its injured wing. Zhang found that the wound on the goshawk's wing was not small, and the surrounding feathers had fallen off. Beautiful brown feathers contrasted sharply with the bleeding wound on the wing. Zhang carefully wiped the wound and then applied medicine to it. After the goshawk realized that its injury was not painful, there was confusion in its big round eyes. Zhang smiled and said, "Do you think I'm going to eat you? Your meat is not tasty." Then he found some raw meat for the goshawk and fed it. Under Zhang's careful care, the goshawk's wound started to heal. Zhang became closer to it day by day. One day, Zhang went home and saw the goshawk flying to the beam of his house. It appears that its wings have healed. Zhang was thrilled and fed it some meat. He went out to release it, but the goshawk didn't leave. It flew into the sky and followed Zhang back home. Although Zhang drove it away, it was unwilling to leave. This made Zhang laugh angrily. He said, "You have recovered, but you don't want to leave. I don't have meat to feed you." Goshawk stood on the branch and looked at Zhang. Zhang ignored it and did his own things. For the next year, Zhang stopped feeding it. It comes back after going out to hunt every day. Occasionally, it brought back prey as if it used Zhang's home as its lair. Other people often see a goshawk hovering beside Zhang. He recently learned that his daughter got a job and will return in a few days. Zhang has not seen his daughter for more than half a year. He was delighted, pacing back and forth in the yard and thinking about what he should cook. Unexpectedly, a poisonous snake slowly approached Zhang. Before Zhang found it, the goshawk suddenly swooped down from the treetops and grabbed the poisonous snake fiercely with its sharp claws. Finally, the poisonous snake was dying. It twisted its body tremblingly on the ground. Then, the goshawk grabbed the poisonous snake. Zhang, who was thinking about something, was startled by the black shadow of the goshawk. After seeing the snake clearly, he patted his chest with lingering fear. He was almost bitten by a poisonous snake. Then Zhang looked gratefully at the goshawk, carrying the poisonous snake away. While he was looking at the sky in a daze, suddenly, the door opened. His son, who he had not seen him for more than a year, returned. Zhang was surprised and happy. He asked his son, "Why didn't you inform me before you came back?" "I wasn't prepared." Zhang Bo said impatiently, "Dad, I have a girlfriend in the city. Her family thinks I have no money and no knowledge. Please, help me." After knowing that his son had a girlfriend, he was very happy and asked about the girl's temperament and character. After Zhang asked some questions, Zhang Bo became impatient. After seeing his son's expression, Zhang didn't dare to ask any more questions. He went into the house and took out the dowry he had saved. Zhang Bo was dissatisfied after seeing it. He frowned and said, "She's the daughter of a rich family. This dowry is not enough." Zhang Bo rolled his eyes and asked, "Did you leave all the money to your daughter? You have treated her better than me since we were children." Faced with his son's accusations, Zhang was angry because he treated them the same. The well-behaved daughter was sometimes more modest, but he said such words. Zhang Bo made trouble for no reason. Villagers shook their heads one after another, and some whispered, "I knew his son would not be filial." Zhang Bo made his father angry. Zhang scolded him, but did not give him money. He pushed Zhang away and wanted to enter the house to grab money. At this moment, after enjoying the perfect taste, Goshawk saw Zhang being pushed to the ground. It rushed down viciously. Zhang Bo didn't come back after being scared away by the goshawk. 2 days later, the daughter came back with some bags. She was furious after her father told her what had happened. While they were talking, there was a knock on the door. The daughter thought it was her brother, so she opened the door aggressively. Unexpectedly, they were 2 police officers in uniform. After inviting them in, they knew that Zhang Bo had injured someone in the city. Now, the police were hunting him. A few days ago, he tried to cheat Zhang's money and leave. After listening to the police's account of Zhang Bo's crimes, Zhang was completely disappointed in his son. With the cooperation of Zhang and the police, Zhang Bo was finally arrested and brought to justice. When Zhang Bo was taken away, Zhang seemed to have aged 10 years. Zhang was sad and depressed, and his daughter felt distressed and wanted to take care of Zhang in the city. Zhang was worried about his old house, so he refused. He told his daughter, "This goshawk will accompany me. Don't worry about me. I cannot help you now. You can take me to the city when your work is stable." After that, Zhang returned to his previous life. He walks with that goshawk every day, and they accompany each other.